Hey everyone, and welcome. Today, we're going to dive into a pretty cool tool that takes on one of the biggest challenges in modern web design. We're talking about how to create those super premium, cinematic animations you see on big brand websites, but, and this is the best part, without all the headaches of coding.
You know what I'm talking about, right? You go to a site like Apple's, and as you scroll, the product just magically comes to life. It's so slick, so professional, and it's also usually a massive pain to build. It takes some serious JavaScript skills and a whole lot of time.
Well, that's the exact problem this new tool is setting out to solve. It poses a really simple question. What if you could get that same exact premium, cinematic feel, but without having to write a single line of code?
And the answer to that question? It's a web application called ScrollCraft Studio. It's really designed to put the power of these complex web animations into basically anyone's hands.
So what is it exactly? At its core, ScrollCraft Studio is a free creative tool that lets you turn a regular video into one of those interactive scroll-linked hero sections for your website. It even uses AI to help guide the creative process, which means you can get an absolutely stunning result, even with zero coding experience. I think the app's tagline really just nails it. It's not about just, sticking a video on a page. It's about making that video a living, breathing part of the website itself, something that responds directly to you, the user. The whole thing is incredibly streamlined. It's really just two main steps. First, you generate your ideas and your media, and second, you build and export the animation. So let's break down that first step, shall we? Okay, let's dive into this first block, which they call the idea engine. This is all about sparking that initial creativity. It's where you go from just a blank page to having all the visual pieces you need to get started. So this is where the magic starts. The tool has an AI, powered by Gemini, that basically acts as your personal creative director. You just give it a topic, and it spits out 3 super important prompts for you. One for your starting image, one for your ending image, and a third to animate the transition between them. And just look at the level of detail we're talking about here. This is an actual example prompt from the tool. It doesn't just say a van with boxes. No, it specifies the style of photography, the lighting, the camera angle, everything you need to guide you toward a really professional-looking result. It's amazing. Now, it's important to know that ScrollCraft doesn't actually generate the images or video itself. Instead, what it does is give you these expert-level prompts, and then it points you toward professional platforms like Midjourney for your images or Runway ML for your video. That way, you know you're getting the absolute best quality assets for your project. Okay, so once you have your amazing video file, you're ready to move on to step 2. The animation builder. This is where you actually take that video and bring it to life on a web page. And this part is so satisfying, you literally just upload your video and bam, a live preview of your scrollable hero section appears instantly. This whole thing is powered by industry standard tech like GSAP and Scroll Trigger, which are pretty much the gold standard for making sure that playback is buttery smooth and perfectly tied to your scroll. And to make things even faster, you can pick from a bunch of pre-built templates. So whether you want that classic title in the center, a split-screen look, or something more minimal, you can apply these professional designs with just a single click. Super easy.
All right, now for the moment of truth. How do you get this awesome animation onto your actual website? Well, the export process is designed to be just as friendly as the creation process.
ScrollCraft gives you 2 main options. You can get a standard HTML, CSS, and JavaScript file that's going to work on literally any website out there. Or if you're building with a more modern framework, you can grab it as a clean React component ready to just drop right into your app. So flexible.
And maybe the most surprising part of this whole thing is the price tag. You can start using this entire tool for free. There's no paywall, no enter your credit card to try.
In fact, you don't even need to create an account to get started. You can just head over to the website and get 3 free attempts to go through the whole process, from generating your prompts all the way to seeing your final animation.
And their model is really generous. If you find you need more, all you have to do is sign up for a free account, and they bump you up to a total of 8 attempts. It's a fantastic way to let you really explore what the platform can do before you ever have to commit to anything. So what does all of this really mean for the future of web design? When you put all these features together, it really points toward a world that's way more accessible, way more creative, a world where telling a great visual story isn't limited by your technical skills anymore.
So, let's just recap the big takeaways here. ScrollCraft Studio lets you create some seriously complex web animations with absolutely no code. It can take you from just a basic idea to a fully exportable product in a matter of minutes, using AI as your creative partner. And best of all, it costs you nothing to get started.
A tool like this really does change the game. It lowers the barrier for creating these immersive, incredible web experiences. And it really leaves us with just one simple but I think very powerful question. With technology like this at your fingertips, what story will your website tell?